Hey everybody, welcome to Morning Coffee. It's your girl Tammy coming at you again on this Thursday with your encouraging word. I'm going to hop right in. If you are subscribed to this channel, thank you so much for your support. If you are not, this channel is basically just to give daily encouragement to increase your faith and deepen your walk with God. So if that's something you're interested in, just hit the subscribe button below and you will get a daily encouragement word Monday through Friday as well. So we're just going to hop right in. We have been talking about love out of 1 Corinthians 13. And today we are on our last verse, which is verse number 7, which is jam-packed. I love it. I love this part of 1 Corinthians 13. So we're just going to break that up as well. I will read it first. It says, love never gives up, never loses faith, is always hopeful, and endures through every circumstance. So I just want to break some of those words down and give you some definitions. So when we look at the word hope, it is a feeling of expectation, a desire for a certain thing to happen. When we look at persevere, it means to continue in a course of action in the face of difficulty and to continue steadfastly. So I'm going to break this one down in a couple of days because there's just a lot here that I can give in a little segment. But when we look at is always hopeful and always perseveres, especially perseverance, when we are born again, it doesn't mean that we will never go through trials or we'll never have hard times. And I think that that's a misconception that once you give your life to Christ that, you'll just be eating bonbons until Jesus comes. And that's just not the case. We will all suffer and go through hard times and go through hard things. The difference is we have the hope of Christ. The difference is we can walk in the love of God and we can persevere. We can still have joy. We can still have peace. We can still have patience when we go through trials and when we go through things. And that's the difference between us and the world. When they go through, they don't have anything to depend on. They don't have that hope and they have to deal with it within their own selves. But we don't have to carry that weight. We don't have to go through those things alone. We have the hope of Christ. We have Jesus there with us. We have the Holy Spirit living within us, and we can persevere through things. So when we think about walking in love and persevering through difficulty, you may be going through a difficult time or you may be dealing with a difficult person. And when you're walking in love, you're able to walk through it and say, okay, I'm just walking through. I'm not here to stay. This is temporary. I'm going to get to the other side. So I'm just going to continue steadfastly. I'm going to continue because I know that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. I know that this is not going to last always. So I'm going to persevere. I'm going to keep a good attitude through this. I'm going to keep a good attitude when it comes to dealing with other people. And I'm going to be able to face this situation or face this relationship or face whatever it may be with steadfastness. And I'm going to keep going. And when it says it's always hopeful, meaning that you have to always believe the best of people. Sometimes people will hurt us or sometimes people will do things toward us and we automatically, our nature, our selfish nature or our human nature is to always think the worst. But we have to change our mindset to always think the best, always be hopeful of the best. Give a little grace, give people the benefit of the doubt, and just always be hopeful that what you're believing for is going to happen, or believing that, no, you really didn't mean to hurt me. You meant it in this way, and I'm not going to easily get offended. And I know we've already talked about offended a few days back, but it all ties in together when we're walking in love. And just remember, too, you are not going to be able to walk in love without the love of God in you. It takes the love of God in us to be able to walk in love with other people. So as we're going through all of these definitions and going through 1 Corinthians 13 and all these first verses here, just know that you don't have to do these things in your own strength. You don't have to try to persevere in your own strength. You have the power and the help of the Holy Spirit to help you to do these things. So that is my encouragement to you today. If you are going through a challenge or having a difficult relationship or just dealing with maybe a difficult person, just believe the best today. Hope in all things, persevere in all things, and you will see that it'll come out for your good. So I hope you all have a blessed Thursday, and I will see you soon.